Andrew Tucker, and welcome to Andrew Tucker World. What a great fight between Hector Garcia and Chris Colbert. Man, listen, it was a great fight. Chris Colbert had he had his moments. He was landing good combinations, good right hands, good jabs. He was throwing combinations. He was slightly outboxing, Hector Garcia, and it was just in a few rounds. I only gave him 3 rounds. Hector Garcia clearly won the fight in a way. In a way, he dominated the fight. He was able to knock down Chris Colbert in the 7th round. Came close to stopping Chris Colbert, I believe, in the 8th round. Or maybe it was the 7th round. But he knocked him down in the 7th round. I mean, it was the accumulation of punches. It was the applying pressure, stayed on top of Chris Colbert. It was like in the later rounds, Chris Colbert was trying to survive. Like he was getting outworked, out-hustled, out-pointed. And he was trying to survive in the later rounds. I love Chris Colbert, one of my favorite fighters. Hector Garcia has became one of my favorite fighters. It was a great performance. Chris Colbert, in the first 3 rounds, I mean, it was a few rounds. He was showing hand speed. He was showing the quick combinations. He was showing great timing, great hand speed. But it was just the effective aggressiveness of Hector Garcia coming on strong, applying pressure, throwing combination, throwing flurries. And it was times that they was just right there in the inside, banging it out on the inside, fighting it was like a phone booth fight, fighting on the inside. Chris Colbert is more of the outside fighter, more of the pure boxer outside fighter, but he fought he had no choice but to fight on the inside because of the pressure that Hector Garcia was applying, because Hector Garcia was literally taking the fight, cutting off the ring, walking them down and trying to get a knockout, trying to stop Chris Colbert. He brought the fight. He took the fight to Chris Colbert. He brought the fight to Chris Colbert. So Chris Colbert had no choice but to fight on the inside, but to make it a war, but to trade back, but to let his hands go. And it was just no sticking and moving out, boxing and nothing like that. I mean, Hector Garcia made Chris Colbert fall into his trap by making him fight his type of fight. And that was banging it out, making it a war. They was fighting on the ropes, fighting in the center of the ring. I mean, throwing combinations, and it was just Hector Garcia was just busier. He was busier, more effective, more accurate. Chris Colbert had his moments. He showed hand speed. He showed power. He showed great time, and he threw combinations. It was combination, accumulation of punches. I mean, it was times he was outworking in those 3 rounds I gave him. He was outworking Hector Garcia, but Garcia was more effective, more accurate, throwing more punches. He landed more. He was more accurate, more effective in the majority of the rounds. I scored the fight 9 rounds to 3. 9 rounds to 3 for Hector Garcia. He wins by unanimous decision. It was a great performance by Hector Garcia. Chris Colbert had his moments. Like I say, he can bounce back. It's his first loss, first defeat. He can bounce back, go back to the drawing board. He's still young, still have room to evolve, transform, and become that elite level fighter. He's one of the most talented young fighters out there. And so is Hector Garcia. Hector Garcia is a monster. He's a beast. He's an animal. I can't wait to see Hector Garcia fight again. But Hector Garcia wins a unanimous decision over Chris Colbert, giving Chris Colbert his first loss, his first defeat. Man, what a great fight. What a great performance. Much love and respect to both of these young fighters, both of these gladiators, both of these warriors. But congratulations to Hector Garcia. It was a title eliminator, and he was able to be victorious tonight. Congratulations to Hector Garcia. Andrew Tucker World. I'm out. Much love and respect.